Hey guys, welcome to Amy's Autopsy Report. My name's Amy. This video is going to be a discussion of Halloween 2018, the trailer. As everybody in the free world knows at this point, the Halloween 2018 trailer was just released this past week. I actually made some notes here of stuff I wanted to go over. I wasn't initially going to make a video about it because a lot of people have been making videos about Halloween 2018, their thoughts, their opinions, whether they like what they don't like. And I decided, I wasn't going to do a reaction video. Those kind of really aren't my thing. Um, and plus, everybody was doing it. And I decided to just kind of talk about the things I was initially concerned about when I heard they were doing this film. Then we'll talk about the trailer and what I thought about the trailer and what I thought about the mask and all of that. Because it seems like anytime I do a live stream, the first questions I get are, am I excited for Halloween 2018? What do I think of, the idea of them bringing it back, that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm decided to make this video. Okay. Initially, when I heard they were doing another Halloween movie, I was concerned. I was concerned because I knew it was going to be a Blumhouse movie. Blumhouse does have some movies that I like in their sort of catalog of movies. They also, the movies that they have there's a few I haven't seen, so I can't comment on those. But um, the movies I have seen that are part of their sort of production um, are decent horror movies. They're not amazing, but they're decent. Like Sinister, I like that one. I like the Insidious films. They also did Get Out. That has a lot of critical acclaim. I've not watched it. Um, so initially, I was kind of concerned that Blumhouse was taking it on, and the main reason I was concerned about that was because they typically don't do movies with a very high budget. And when you go low budget on something of this caliber, that's when things suffer. When it's a franchise that's well known and well loved, it can be kind of concerning. So initially, I was concerned about Blumhouse being involved. Then I heard that the director was David Gordon Green. He has no horror films under his belt as a director that I'm aware of. He has a ton of movies he's made. He did Pineapple Express. He did like a bunch of other movies that are comedies and dramas and that kind of thing. So again, I was kind of like, I don't know, is this just going to be, cheesy? Then I heard that Jamie Lee Curtis was going to be involved. And I was excited that she was going to be involved, but also concerned because I thought, is she going to have some tiny little rinky dink cameo that, because sometimes you want those people to have a bigger part in these movies, and then they end up having like, they're in it for 3 minutes. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes that gets on my nerves. I'm not saying I dislike cameos. I'm just saying sometimes I want those people that are part of the original to have a larger part. Then I sort of heard that. Then I heard that John Carpenter was going to do the music, and I thought, well, that's a great touch. I am looking forward to that. And then this is the time when I started to get excited, more and more excited about it. When I heard that John Carpenter was going to be executive producing the film. Now, if you are not aware of what the executive producer of a movie does, I'll tell you. The executive producer is typically the person who finances the movie. So they are the ones footing the bill for the whole budget of the film. If they don't uh, but finance the entire movie, they typically finance a really large portion of the budget, and then they pull other investors in, and those people also become executive producers. The thing about being an executive producer is they're not typically on set when the movie is being filmed, but they oftentimes take an advisory role, or they oversee what the director's doing. So that was why I was excited that John Carpenter was going to be executive producer. It looks to me like he's the one who has funded the entire thing. So, in all honesty, what that means is he has all the say in what happens in this film. If the director has some kind of an idea that he doesn't approve of, typically they go in the direction of the executive producer because that's the person who's paying all the money. Um, and that's why you hear when a movie's being made, producers will pull all their money and leave. That's because they the movie's going in a direction they don't want it to go in, and nobody's compromising. So sometimes the executive producers will pull all the money out of a film. So I was very excited to know that John Carpenter was going to be involved in that role of the film since he wasn't directing, because this movie will be heavily influenced by him. It's likely that he will oversee the management of the entire production, and so it'll kind of have to go through him, like the final product. That's when I started getting excited about the movie. Um, then I kind of looked into it a little bit more, and I heard that Nick Castle was going to be Michael Myers, so I was excited about that. Also excited that the effects makeup artist he's an Emmy winner and an Oscar winner. He has done makeup effects for The Walking Dead, Hostel, From Dusk Till Dawn, the TV show. He's did makeup special effects for Suicide Squad, Kill Bill 1 and 2. He has a very lengthy resume of films under his belt. So I was looking forward to it for that reason. So now we fast forward. So we fast forward till we get to the release of The Mask. I like The Mask. I like what they did with The Mask. As far as the Halloween franchise goes, the masks kind of started going downhill for me after part 4. I liked part 1, obviously. I liked part 2, the Ben Tramer mask, the Blood Tears mask. The masks in part 3 aren't Michael Myers masks, but I do like those masks. Part 4 is the film that I like the mask in the last of them. And then from 5 on, they just kind of, they had weird looks to them, and I just didn't care for the masks as much. So when they released this mask, I was excited. Now, some people are complaining because everybody's got to complain about something, right? Some people are complaining that I don't know what they were trying to go for when they made the mask. I am guessing, my personal opinion is they were trying to get a weathered, aged look on the mask. In my opinion, they achieved it. I don't necessarily think that they were trying to go for a latex deterioration. If you have ever seen latex deteriorate, it oftentimes gets to the point where it just crumbles into powder and little hard pieces. Um, Sometimes pieces of it will stick together so you can't even wear it. And latex deteriorates in a number of different ways. I used to work for a mask maker and I have made masks before. Depending on the materials, there is not a whole lot of ways to preserve latex masks. They have a finite life. You can do things to help preserve them. One of the only things you can do is honestly not wear them because the sweat and the oils from your face deteriorate the rubber. You can use talcum powder or talc powder, but what I often think is the best, because talc powder is actually harmful for you to inhale. So if you put talcum powder on the inside of your masks and then you're still wearing them, that stuff goes in your lungs and it doesn't come out. So usually my method is cornstarch. You clean your mask out real well with a real light soap and water mixture. Just kind of wipe it out, dry it real well, and put cornstarch in there. Now, I don't wear my masks, and that's the reason, because it increases the deterioration rate. So everybody's kind of got their opinion on that. That's mine. I don't think it's a big deal. I personally like the mask. I like where they went with the mask. So then I got more excited. So we got John Carpenter doing the music, John Carpenter doing executive producing. Then we have the mask release. I liked the mask release. So then we see the trailer, guys. The trailer is finally released. It was released last Friday, and I have watched it probably, I don't know, 8 or 9 times. I like the way it's looking. I think that it looks, and now obviously we're not seeing a final product here. There could be many edits made, many different things could be happening in post-production. after this trailer is released. So it's kind of hard to tell, what the finished product's going to look like. It looks like it's going to look good, not low production value. It looks like it's going to have a good production value to it. We don't have to worry about makeup special effects. We have an Oscar-winning makeup effects artist involved. The director has a very long list of movies. Maybe not horror, but you don't have to make only horror movies to know how to make a horror movie. For all we know, he could be a huge horror fan. The fact is, it's not a first time director. It's not somebody that has made like a bunch of crappy movies. He has a long list of films he's made. So we have a good team set up. Then you have Nick Castle as Michael Myers. I did not see any other names listed to play Michael Myers, so I'm assuming that he will be doing all of Michael Myers' stuff. Now, I don't know if he'll have a stunt double for some things. I'm guessing possibly because of his age. And then we have John Carpenter doing the music. Cannot go wrong there. So we see the trailer. First things first, we get Jamie Lee Curtis. Looks like she's in a big portion of the movie. She's in a big portion of the trailer. That's a good sign. We see some of the kids kind of quelling the rumors of Michael Myers being her brother, because remember, this movie is supposed to take place after the first one. So we're supposed to forget all of the other sequels have existed. This is the one that happens after the first one, which I also like. I like that they went that direction too. We see Jamie Lee Curtis. She doesn't look wimpy. She's even more like hardcore than she was in the first one. She's got guns. She's been training. She's been waiting for him to come back. We get this overall sense that she is going to get revenge. So we've got that going. We've got a scene in the asylum happening when they show him the mask. We get to see some Michael Myers stalking some people. We see him throw teeth over the bathroom stall. I mean, this stuff's excellent, in my opinion. After seeing the trailer, I am fully excited now. The trailer I thought looked good. I thought that it looks like you're seeing a good selection of clips from the film. Maybe we're not seeing the best parts of the film, which I actually personally like. A lot of times when you see a trailer, they put all the good stuff in the trailer, and then there's literally nothing left, and the rest of it's just crap. Yeah, that's my opinion on the Halloween 2018 trailer. I like the mask. I have come to terms with who's directing. I think that with the rest of the team that's there, this could be an excellent film. I'm looking forward to October 19th when this movie is released. So yeah, if you have seen the Halloween trailer, and I would imagine everyone has at this point, please leave me a comment down below if you have watched the trailer and what you think of the trailer. Now, I know I have several friends who watch that are not into slashers. Okay, I understand that. You're probably not going to care either way. Fine. But if you have seen the trailer and you want to leave your comments down below as to what you think of it, please do so. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Please subscribe, like this video, follow me on Instagram at Amy's Autopsy Report, and I will catch you guys in the next one.